Warm greetings from the high 10. It is Beverly's Saturday Night Vibes, an extension of Everyday Shenanigans. Thanks for joining me. Tonight, we will have a grown folks discussion about dating, relationships, and the worst case scenario of the date site. Should you leave your mate or spouse if you find out that they are on a date site? Be it yesterday, 5 days ago, 6 months ago, or currently. Do you stay with your mate once you find out he or she has a profile on a date site? Thanks for joining me. 2 viewing, thank you so much. And if you'd like to weigh in your opinion of the said commentary, please hit the link and join the panel. Be mindful to be respectful to the hostess, the mods, and the chat members and the viewing audience. Thank you. Hello, Miss Mildred. How are you? Happy Easter, Miss Mildred. Thanks for joining me. So glad you could join us. Hope you all are having a safe weekend, and please have a happy Easter if you do indeed celebrate the Easter holiday. Hello, Shirley Ball. Hi, hun. How are you? So good that you could join me this evening. God bless you. Hit the link if you'd like to give your opinion on the panel pertaining to this subject matter at hand. Thank you. Hello, Jordan Lindsay. Okay, Jordan says he'd be out the door. Well, shut your mouth. Oh my, so you wouldn't let him stay around? You wouldn't even let him explain, Jordan? Thank you so much, Miss Mildred. I will have a happy Easter. See if I can slide into church in the morning. Amen. Thank you all for joining me. 11 viewing. Hope you all are safe out there and having a safe holiday weekend. Please be mindful of your surroundings while you're out dining or going to church in the morning or just hanging around the home. If you decide to get out, please be safe. Thank you all so much and have a blessed week if I do not join you tomorrow for a live broadcast. Hi, friend. How are you? Hello, Aquarius 63. Thanks for joining me. God bless all of you. Hello, Steph. How are you? Thanks for joining me. Please hit the link if you want to give your commentary pertaining to the subject at hand. Hello, Alton Harris. How are you, sweetheart? Just 1 second, you guys. Okay, I'm back. Hello, lady. Madonna, thanks for joining me. Happy Easter to you as well. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jordan. It's a bye-bye for me. I don't have time for that. No, man. I miss seeing your beautiful face, by the way. Thank you. Yes, this is a new viewing experience for me. Thanks for tuning in. Hello, Donna. Hello, Barbara. 22 viewing, please. Everyone fall in. Enjoying this grown folks discussion. Beverly's Saturday Night Vibe. Thank you. An extension of Everyday Shenanigans. God bless you. Happy Easter to all. Yes, school is in session. Hello, Nene. I'm going to bring you said information pertaining to this subject matter Try to get enough viewers in here so I can bring you this said information. Hello, Kelbo 269. How are you? Hello, Jason. Happy Easter, sweetheart. I'm going to bring you all a little bit of information, and then I'm going to let you join the panel to give your commentary. I'll be giving you a little bit of information from each site. This is by globalwebindex.com. Uploaded March 2nd, 2021. The pandemic may have ruled out long walks on the beach or impromptu coffee dates, but Bumble's recent IPO success story shows online dating is still going strong, and industry reportedly racing its way to a $3.5 billion valuation by 2025. In times of social isolation, online dating has endured as a means for internet users to interact on more than just a romantic level, but the next few months will throw up particular challenges and opportunities alike. Using data from a Zeitgeist survey fielded in January, we look to answer the following question. What does the global online dating landscape look like today? Has the pandemic affected enthusiasm for online dating? What matters most to would-be daters when using these services? Right now, this site is showing 39% all singles, 43% in males, 33% females, 43% Gen G and millennials, 24% Gen X and boomers. A break from traditional dating amid the pandemic has emphasized the practicality of online services, but niche services also, have played their part too, catering to audiences outside the usual user base. The pandemic is set to make a further impact on who joins the dating scene. In the U.S., for example, 37% of Gen Z and millennials who are single expect to start dating in the next 6 months. This is an 11% decrease since Q2 2020, with closed campuses and workplaces the likely culprit here. On the flip side, the number of single baby boomers expecting to start dating has increased 18%. I'm just going over a bit of information. I'm skimming through some things. Hold on one second. I'm going to give you some stats, and then you can join the panel if you like. Jason, I understand that. Hello, Standback. How are you? This was uploaded February 25th, 2021. Whether it is used as a tool for finding a soulmate or as a gateway to casual hookups, online dating has become one of the most popular avenues for singles in the United States. During the past decade, consumer demand for internet dating services has increased significantly due to busy work schedules and the proliferation of broadband internet connections. What was considered a last attempt for the desperate and lonely not too long ago is now becoming socially acceptable. And as the stigma is beginning to dissipate, the vast plethora of matchmaking platforms are making internet dating in the United States a multi-million-dollar industry. Currently, online dating revenue in the U.S. in 2020, 602 million people. Number of online dating users in the U.S. in 2020 was 44.2 million. Number of U.S. smartphone dating app users, 26.6 million. The most important key figures provide you with the compact summary of the topic of online dating in the United States and take you straight to the corresponding statistics. Most popular online dating app in the U.S. as of September 2019 by audience size is Tinder. Reach of Bumble in the U.S. as of September 2019, 2.69%. Most popular online dating app in U.S. as of September 2019 by usage sessions per month, Grindr. Usage. Share of U.S. online dating users who went on a date with someone they had met online as of October 2019, 77%. Share of U.S. online dating users who wanted to find exclusive romantic partners as of January 2019, 49%. Share of female U.S. online dating users who were sent an unsolicited sexual message or image as of October 2019, 46%. The Match Group. Annual revenue of the Match Group in 2019, 2.39 BN USD. Number of paid subscribers registered to the Match Group worldwide in 2020, 10.9 million. Share of monthly active users, MAUs, of Match dating app, 44.9%. Tinder. Annual direct revenue of Tinder in 2019, 1.4 billion USD. Number of paid subscribers registered to Tinder, 6.6 million. Share of female Tinder app users in the US, 28%. And these are just the percentages that I'm bringing to you. And basically, I'm bringing this to you to show you that there are different reasons that people are on the apps. And I brought you this topic because of some personal things I'd heard in conversation from women. And hello, Mary Blue, how are you? I'm Gen X. I don't do the one night stands for friends BS. People are weird for that. Yes. Can you get me a girl online date? Jason, you have to put yourself on there, sweetheart. Hello, Connor. How are you? Hello, Miss D. How are you? Thank you all for joining me. The reason why I brought you this topic is because I had a conversation with someone a few months back about her dating a man whom is her boyfriend. Now, mind you, she met this guy somewhere in the world, and he was with another woman when she met him. Matter of fact, I believe he was married to another woman. And so they started to date. But I do believe this man has a penchant for kitty cat, excuse my language. He cannot seem to keep his pee-pee in his pants. I noticed this said man on the date site about 2 years ago. And at first I thought, no, that can't be him, because the picture was very grainy and dark. But I used my better judgment to assume it was him. So then you fast forward last year, I see him again in a better photo, and it is the same guy in a better photo, and I recognize him. I never told the female that I saw her boyfriend on a date site because it wasn't my place to say anything. Well, she eventually has an altercation, verbal altercation with a woman through an inbox messenger who lets her know that she wanted that said guy to stay away from her. Now, naturally, the guy decided to take the coward's way out and call the other female nasty names, this and that. But mind you, he still was slumbering with that lady, talking to her. And I also had conversations with that said female who basically liked him a lot. But somewhere down the road, something jumped off to where she started going into the girlfriend's inbox to let her know, hey, I'm tired of your man messaging me. I don't know if I believe that, just because I had personal conversations with the outside lady and I knew that she really liked him. Of course, that was a while ago, but who knows? The sad part is that it all came out, and then in turn, he asked the girlfriend to marry him, which he had already asked her anyway. And I listened to her talk, and I thought to myself, why would you want to marry somebody who has been on a date site, who has been cheating on you? That said woman is now in your inbox talking crazy talk, and then he has the nerve to ask you to marry him. For what reason? As if marriage is going to change the fact that he likes to put his private parts in other women's private parts, if you get my drift. What will marriage do? And don't you have to be divorced from your first wife in order to marry another person? Yeah, I'll wait. See, these are the shenanigans that go on right now. The date site has made it easy for people to meet and greet, pick up people, scam people, con people, use people, harm people. And I think most of you know the worst case scenario of going on to the date site to meet people. But what I tell all of you is that people are people, that no matter if they are on the date site or not, he or she is foul regardless. It doesn't matter. If they are grimy, they are grimy. It doesn't matter if they're on a date site. They're messaging you through Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, IG, Facebook. It's all the same. If you're foul, you're foul. But I took notes listening to this female, and I thought to myself, she's never going to leave him. She's going to stay because he helped pays her bills. She's let it be known that he takes care of her and her household. So like she said, what are the odds of me going out here getting somebody else that's going to help take care of my bills and start all over, hoping that this guy is going to carry his weight with me and live with me? Why not just deal with this one? Because I know what he's about now. And naturally, she knew what he was about because, as I state, she met him with another woman. And I believe that he was married to this said female. I can't say for sure that he is divorced from that first female. I don't think that he is, but don't misquote me. So the point still remains. She met him with another woman. He played house with her. Now they're playing happy family. But she also knows now that he's been out here sleeping with another women, and also that he has a profile on the date site. She now knows all of it. And I doubt that they have broken up. I've not spoken to this person in several months, but nonetheless, that is her business. If she decides to stay, I personally wouldn't want his ass, because what is the point? Because as I state, you met him as a dog, and he's going to leave as a dog. And she even said, well, maybe this is my payback because I did meet him while he was living with another woman, had a relationship with another woman, married to another woman. Please hit the link if you want to be heard on the panel. Jason, come on. Well, it is messy. It's going to always be messy. So long as somebody's out here having sex with an outside person, it's going to be messy. And it's going to be messy once someone finds out that the other party is messing around. Someone is banging on doors. Somebody's messing with cars. Somebody's in inboxes. Somebody's leaving notes. Somebody's calling the job. Somebody's calling your phone, sending you text messages. Yeah, it's going to be real messy. Hello, honey. Say house. Thank you. Yes, all super chats are welcome on this channel. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, by Cash App, $ Big Angie 129. Thank you so much for joining me. Hello, Crystal. I have 2 mods on deck. Thank you so much. If you all could drop the link, thank you. That is the subject at hand for this evening, for Beverly's Saturday Night Vibes. Should you leave your mate or spouse if you find out that they are on a date site? They have a current profile on a date site, and it does not matter if the profile was put up yesterday, 5 weeks ago, 5 months ago. The point is the profile's there, and I'm the type that it doesn't really matter. They're not going to tell you the truth anyway. When they put the profile up, who's going to tell you the truth? Oh yeah, by the way, it's been up there 5 years, 3 years. No one's going to tell you that. What'd you say, Crystal? Triple? Yes. What? Gypsy says she'd be gone. Leg says absolutely. Oh, Crystal, triple, yes. Okay, thank you. Yes, leave them alone. Kick them to the curb. Woo, child. Night owl. If you're in the chat currently commenting, please hit the link to give your opinion on this subject matter. Should a person leave their mate, lover, spouse if they find out that they have a current profile on a date site? That is the subject at hand for this live. Thank you. Night Owl says, about to get my drink. Okay. I hear you. Thanks for joining me, everybody, and happy Easter to all of you. Hello. Hello, Change. How are you? Hello, Terry. Thanks for joining me. Gypsy says, I don't give up the honey for 3 to 6 months of dating, so I don't do these dating sites. Okay. Well, as I state, people are people. It doesn't matter where you meet people, because you may meet somebody at church or your job or through a friend, a bar mitzvah, wedding. You don't know if they have a profile on the date site. They probably will never tell you that they do. And many people have found out the hard way that their mate, lover, side piece, whatever you want to call it, is on the date site. And I have seen many people on date sites who are in the relationships. Let me say this. I have seen one or two men that I know of personally that have a girlfriend, live with them, whatever. And they currently have profiles, plural, on 2 dating sites that I know of. So it is what it is. Yes, let me get my tequila sunrise and find me a comfortable spot. Please, yes, get your popcorn, your drinks. Just sit back in a comfortable chair. That's what I'm doing right now this evening. I decided to be laid back for the lives so I can digress a little bit. Thank you so much for joining me. Please hit the link if you want to give your opinion pertaining to the subject matter. If you have a story to tell, a story you've heard of, or a personal experience with this said matter, if you know of someone who found out their mate was on the date site, and let us know what transpired in that said situation. Hit the link. Thank you. I'm all straight up by Paulette. Okay, Stammick. Oh my God. Terry says, oh my, I'd be done with them for real. Okay. April Smith. Wow, that's a serial dater. Well, yes. Hello, Erica. How are you? Nene says, I don't share, period. Too selfish for that. Okay. Well, like I said, many people are on the date sites for various reasons. It is an easy way to meet people because we don't have the luxury right now of having things open to where we can go out and really enjoy ourselves the way we were doing it before. Because, most women are not want to get dolled up to put a mask on. I'm not getting ready to, waste my makeup to then put a mask over my face and slobbering in a mask. You know what I'm saying? That's a big turnoff for me. But as I said, there are many people on the date site. There are people on the date site who don't even go out to bars, functions, clubs. They're on there for whatever reason. Then you have guys on there, women who have mates, husbands, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, side pieces, side chicks, whatever. Some are juggling several women from the date site. I just talked to someone recently that let that be known. And the first thing I thought was, wow, you came to go stay with a woman, that didn't work out, and then while you've been living with her, you've been dating other girls from the date site, women. Yeah, that's a very bad look. Now, should I trust you? Most people would say, well, you'd be a fool to trust him. But yet, in the same tone, he's crying and moaning about he's looking for love and wants someone to trust and be honest. But it's like, well, how can someone trust you when you were living with someone, whether it was a relationship or not, or you didn't think it was, or you didn't trust her, whatever the hell was going on? Why are you out here sleeping with other people while living with this chick? Because maybe that chick thought there was something. But then his response is, well, how could she think it was something when there was no trust? I saw things she was doing, but he really couldn't elaborate what it was she was actually doing. So as I always say, there's 2 sides to a story. And then there's the third side, which is the truth. And everything's about perception. And as I said to him, are there some things that you could change about yourself? And then he was like, oh, yeah, sure. And that was the point, that while you're spinning this web about what she wasn't doing, if I was to talk to her, she'd probably give me a different version of what was going on between she and he. And that's usually how it goes, that you really don't know people. And everybody will give you their version of what happened in a relationship situation, but you will really never know what is going on between 2 people behind closed doors. This is dating online. Dating apps. Oh, Lord, get a workaholic. Well, you get a workaholic, you're never going to see him. So what kind of relationship would that be if you're with somebody that's working all the time? And 2, I don't think I'd want to meet somebody that works all the time initially, because then I would never see that person to get to know him. How can you get to know somebody that you never see? And I do not believe in texting when I first meet someone, because to me, texting is for kids. I know a lot of you like texting, but texting is too impersonal. And you really can't get to know a person and the true emotion behind the conversation. You can also misconstrue texting, such as me looking at your comments here in the chat. You may mean one thing, but I see another. Hello, Air Force One. Thanks for joining me. narcissistic people. Well, Rogue, the point I've made is before. The date site is really irrelevant. It's just an easy way to meet people, scam people, scheme from people, hook up with people, serial date, screw, whatever word you want to use. But the point is, a sadist is a sadist. A liar is a liar. A thief is a thief. A dog is a dog. They would be this way without the date site. And that's what some of you don't seem to understand. The date site is just a tool to meet people for whatever reason. But the spirit of the person has no bearing on the date site. Because if you are truly a genuine human being, you know how to act and how to talk, whether you are on a date site or not. Thank you. Hello, Nancy. 7 Alive. How are you? If you have to fantasize about Sarah, he has problems. Oh, Lord Jesus. Yes, the date site is just a tool. And I will say, yes, it is an easy tool to be manipulated by people, to meet people. And yes, serial date, serial screw, pick up this one, pick up that one, have one over here, one out of town. Truckers use it to pick up women in the cities that they are in. And it's also a way to also get your neck cut and get your head blowed off, if you understand what I'm saying. Because this is a way for a man who is deviant, such as a serial killer, serial rapist, to hook up with women in various cities. And God knows what he can do to you and drop you off where nobody finds you, sees you. And so we've heard the stories anyway over the years, truckers, different things. That's why I'm saying you just have to be careful with the people you meet and greet. Is somebody going to hit the link? Well, I guess not. 62 viewing. Thank you so much. Happy Easter to everyone in the chat and viewing audience. Okay, Crystal's at work. If you want to view, give your opinion, hit the link. Hello, 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 everybody in the chat. Thanks for dropping the link, ladies. You're right. No matter where you meet someone, seems like the morals went out the window. Too many people would cheat nowadays. Yes. Well, I guess they don't want to call. I don't know what's going on tonight. It's odd behavior tonight. When you hit it, won't let you go. I don't know why, Nancy. Let me try it again and look, see what's going on. Oh, supposed to be a Q. Not a G, a Q. You put the wrong letter at the end, Night Owl. It's supposed to be a Q. Thank you. The last letter is off. It's a Q instead of G. I thought I typed in Q. Not out. I just said it's a Q at the end instead of G. Okay, Gypsy, how you doing?
Hello, hello, hello,
Hello.
hello. Hey, Miss Angela, how are you doing? I came to give my 2 cents on the online dating, and for
Not
me,
not not we're not really talking about the dating site itself. We're talking about if you find out your mate is on it.
okay, to find out if your mate is on a
Yeah.
dating site,
'Cause I don't want this
uh,
subject to get all off track.
right?
Okay.
Okay. Well, for me, if my mate was on dating sites, and for me, I would have to find out why they're on the dating sites, and if the dating sites were before me. If the dating sites were before me, then I
Uh
would.
Not
Mhm.
out.
Huh?
Don't do this.
What? I'm saying, like,
No,
if you with
The subject
somebody
is no,
and
the
they on the
subject.
dating site,
Listen, the subject is you found out they are on the site. So common sense would tell you if they're with you, they would take their name profile off the site. You
yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Okay, so you're
If
saying
I'm
it's
with you, if
present
I'm with
if
you,
you
if I'm
right.
with you, I have no reason to have my profile on the site, on a site, on sites.
All right. Well,
So
then it
what
would
do
be
you
an
do when you find out that they have a current profile on the site or more sites?
well, for me, it's a no go. I would have to leave.
Okay. Okay. Why? Yeah, we're wrong with y'all women now.
So I
Shut
mean,
up, back in the background, husband.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I would have to leave, because to me, even though most people might find it as entertainment or some sort of fun, I find it as a form of cheating. I don't. I
Okay.
mean, even though
So
it's
you
not
do,
physical.
so you do think it's cheating, even if he has not met her in person. Tell your
Yeah,
husband, I'm gonna get to him in a minute.
okay, yeah, I see it as a form of cheating, because you have to have some type of um attachment to even be on there, to want to talk to people of the opposite sex. You know what I'm saying? If you got a whole person, it's no need to be on there with profile, because you give that other person that's looking for
Right.
somebody the impression that you're single.
Yes, and that was the point I was trying to make. Not trying to be rude, but it won't matter how long they've been on there. It's the point they're on there.
Right.
Because the person
It's
is 9 times out of
mhm.
10 is not going to tell you the truth how long their profile's been on the site.
Right. And to me, it's no trust, and where there's no trust, it's no relationship and all of that. So,
Yes.
that's why I said it would be a no go for me.
Even if he begged and told you he just was lonely or he just wanted to see if a woman would be interested. He just wanted to
But
see if he still had the mojo or not.
well, I mean, if you're that lonely, it's no need of
Look at
being with
Rogue.
me.
Okay, Rogue. I see. Go ahead
If
now.
it, yeah, if you're with me and you're still lonely, that means I'm not fulfilling a void that you have in your
Right.
life.
Exactly. So there is no way your husband could say, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Whatever reason he gave, because people will give all kind of reasons. So
No, I mean, it would just definitely divide me and have me ready to go,
yeah,
because
see,
like I said, if the roles were reversed, he wouldn't accept it from me either. So then that's why it's a no-go. If you
Right.
on there, you on there for a reason. I don't care how many excuses you come up with, it's a
Mm-hmm.
reason why. If you have a whole significant other, they supposed to be that person fulfilling the voids and the
Mm-hmm.
loneliness and the companionships and all that in the life, in your life. So, that's why for me, then yeah, I would definitely have to leave because I see it as a form of cheating.
Okay.
That's just my mind.
Okay. May I speak to your husband and tell him to please refrain from using any profanity if he can?
Okay, hold on, let me hold on.
Okay.
Cause you don't.
Hold on a second, you guys. I'm going to wait to see if Night Owl's husband will join the chat. Okay, April, I agree.
Hold on.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. Hello, hello.
Hello, dear. How are you?
I've been told not to curse again.
Well, well, that's just so I don't get my channel can get strike with a lot of profanity.
Now
So
that's my wife telling me that every day. So no, it ain't just
okay.
you.
How you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm great. Thanks for joining us. The topic tonight is: should you leave if you find out that your mate or spouse is on a date site? So I'm asking you because you're a man, and I really get men's opinions on the channel. So let me ask you: would you leave your
Now,
wife
look,
if you
now I'm
found
gonna
out?
break this down to you. Hold on, let me break this down to you.
No,
If you
let
would
me
do,
ask you the questions first, sir.
if you
Let
would
me ask you the
do,
question. No, but
okay,
let
go
me
ahead.
ask you the question first.
Go ahead, shoot it out there.
Would you leave your mate if you found out she was on a date site?
Of course, being a dude, I ain't trusting no woman on no dating site. No, 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 no.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Why would you leave her?
Because I am a dude. That's what I was about to tell you. It's a different thing between being a woman and being a dude doing that. It's a
Mm-hmm.
different in a man's mind. There's two separate issues. Okay, now if me being a man, if I'm on a dating site, it's more than just goofing off, playing around. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just taking it serious. It's some dude just got fancy. So like, I don't want to go cheat on my girl, but I just want to just out there make sure I still get it after 15, 20, 30
Well, and
years. I still get it.
that's one of the points I made. Maybe it's an ego thing.
Exactly, especially when you get to the midlife around 30 for late 30s, early 40s. You start remembering your high school days, how you was like on a football team and all the women was after you. You start wanting to know, yeah, I'm still the man I used to be. Now, if you see a woman on there, your woman, oh,
Mm-hmm.
no, 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 no. Because that's saying you ain't the man that you thought you were. That's going to mess with your ego right then and there. You see your woman on a day site, oh, that just up there, that's going 90 degrees the whole wrong way, baby.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Do you consider it cheating even if he's just trying to boost his ego? Because at some point, a lady will respond either to his profile or he says hello. It's all the same. You put the profile up there for a reason. So do you consider it cheating even if he doesn't have any intention of meeting the women?
That's the word you just said. Perfect. Right, the intent. It's just like in law, it's about the intent. Now,
Right.
is he being unfair to the woman on the dating profile site? Yes, he is. Especially he knows she has no intention of ever going through with it or being anything more than just having a fancy fulfilled for him. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's being wrong towards her.
Mm-hmm.
But in his own mind, if it's just fancy, he's out there having just to have somebody just to shoot the breeze with, or
Mm-hmm.
just to boost his own ego.
Mm-hmm.
Then his own mind, he's not cheating. He's just out there
Okay.
just
So
spending time.
but you do know that no matter if a person ever intends to meet a person in person, it's wrong either way because if you're with somebody, they're not going to understand that you needed an ego boost to put a
That's
profile on a date site.
That's correct. Most people won't understand. That's why I said in the male's mind, a male's not gonna be thinking about all the rights and wrongs of that. If he's doing that at that time, he's not thinking about the morality. He's not thinking about I really shouldn't be doing this. He's just thinking about the moment. He's in his moment because it's something that he needs to get for himself. This is something he's doing for himself. It's not something he's doing for anybody else, which means that yeah, he's being selfish in that moment. But this is all about self,
Okay.
and that's
Listen,
what when I'm
Gypsy,
sorry, that's what
if you're
women.
sharing money, you spend your hard earned money on a date with another woman, I'm not having it. Hell no, he's cheating, says Gene.
But he's not spending his money on the woman if he's online. That's another thing women keep forgetting. He's not spending his time with a woman besides being online, just like he'll be on the phone doing anything else. He's not going outside. He's not buying her a Big Mac or a quarter pounder or French
Oh
fry.
Lord, no, not
He's
a
not
big man.
he's not doing any of that. All he's doing
But
is talking.
right, but it's still, let's be truthful. Talking on the internet is really no different than me talking to you at Walmart or the gas station. We talk long enough, somebody want to exchange a number.
Wrong, 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 and wrong.
No, wrong. It's not wrong.
If I'm meeting
You're
you
not
at a gas
listening.
station,
The point is, you're on the site for a reason. Whether you talk, maybe you're trying to talk yourself into thinking you're just looking and strolling. But let me tell you, I'm on a date site. It takes time to go on there to put a name, to put an age, your race, your hobbies. So you have time to think about what you're doing.
no, because most people put up fake profiles in the first place.
Well, but I'm
How many
just
of
saying,
them-
sweetheart, but a lot of people are not. They are, that is their real picture. That is their real picture. And all I'm saying is, no matter what you're saying with your mouth, it doesn't mean anything, because how are you going to prove to somebody you have not gone out here and called the lady on the phone, jumped offline and got her phone number, have been talking to her and meet and greet her and have slept with her? You understand what I'm saying?
As a man, you ain't gonna try to prove it in the first place. That's the whole point I'm trying to tell you. If we doing that, if we done came to the point where we feel like doing that, let me explain something about a man. If a man says he's doing that, then that man up there is willing to go into the fire and take being burned. That man is gonna be cocky to his walking and his talk. He's not gonna try to explain himself. He will tell you point blank why he did it. If you come up there and ask him about it, he'll tell you, I'm just up there having a good time, just playing around. But if you want him to try to explain to you about the feelings and about the emotions, no, you're looking at the wrong tree for that.
Okay.
You're thinking that he's gonna be that type of guy who's gonna be all emotional about it. When in the first place, he hasn't been feeling an emotional attachment to none of this, besides it being just entertainment to him.
Well,
Like
Gypsy
reading Playboy.
said it will lead to more eventually, and that's my point. That's the point I'm trying to make to you, is that in the end, it's not going to matter. The fact is that you went there looking and put a profile up. It doesn't matter if it's a fake picture. It doesn't matter if it's a picture of a football stadium, a picture of a flower. It's the intent. You put it there for a reason. No matter if you plan on meeting them or not, it's how it looks. And that's the thing. You don't understand that?
That depends on the man. That will always depend on the individual. I like it. That's why I said you never try to put the whole forest and just separate from the trees. Yeah, trees make a forest. A man, one man might not be what another man will.
This is not out speaking for y'all before y'all get jiggy. This is her speaking.
Right. This from the man's side. Don't ever just try to put one man into another man's shoes. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Just because one dude will, another dude won't.
Well, Dancing Queen says you don't go on that type of site to find friends. Amen.
You ain't no, he ain't looking for a friend. He looking for something to entertain himself. Nobody say he was looking for no friend or no therapist or anything like that. He's on that site just because he wants to be on there. No other reason than that.
Well, that's what we're trying to say, but you trying to say that it could just don't group everybody the same.
No. I'm saying just because he's on that site don't mean he out there hopping for women. He's on that site just because he wants to be on that site and play around, just like you be on Facebook, on any of these social media sites, period, not just a dating site. He's on there just hopping around, just out there entertaining himself, doing what he feel like doing at the moment. And when he get bored with that, he gonna hop onto another site and do the same thing.
Well,
because he's not taking it serious. Some people do, some people don't.
Yes, some do. Now, I will say, yes, there are some men who don't have no intention of meeting a woman, but then you do have the other men who do have intent on meeting and greeting, hooking up, or whatever.
That's what, like you said, intent. And it's always about the intent. If you ain't happy in your relationship, then the intent would be, yeah, you ready to cheat. But if you satisfy your relationship, intent being, you might out there like, okay, we're doing what we usually do. I want to just do something different tonight. Maybe I don't want to eat chicken tonight. Maybe I want to eat fish tonight. So instead of that doing what I used to do, I'm gonna get on this line and help goof off for a minute. I'm gonna play around. Oh, a dating site. Let me out there get on here and see what's going on. I ain't never been on one. It's like if I'm going to a strip club, maybe I'm gonna pay. I might not have ever been on one, but I'm been married for 50 years. All of a sudden, I feel like going and seeing somebody shake a little tail feather. Let me go ahead and drop a couple of dollars off. I'm not cheating. I'm just up here doing just an entertaining video. I'm not up there thinking about anything separate. Like, oh, I want to take this girl home with me or go to the hotel tonight. None of that. I just stopped in, got me a cold drink, blew a two for the price of one, and just dropped a couple dollars off just because it was
Okay.
something different. Nothing besides it, just something different. I'm just trying and moving
Okay.
on. Nothing. That's my intent, just to do something different and move on.
Well, let me tell you what Nancy said. The time they give the internet or the dating site is the time that they could have been giving their mate.
And they be giving them make that time their whole marriage, their whole friends, girlfriends, their whole dating. And they'll make got time to go to church if they want to go to church. They'll make got time to do their girlfriend
Oh
things if they
Lord.
want to do their
Now
girlfriend
you is
things.
really going off now.
I'm just saying they'll make that time to do whatever they want to do for their girl time. So if their male companion want to do some male time things, if he want to go hang with the boys, go shoot some bones, go out there play some dominoes, whatever. He just doing some male oriented things. Some males just like doing different things, and it don't mean they out there taking it serious. It don't mean they take, because when they come home, and that's what they do. They
When he say church, he talking about for the woman. He ain't talking about himself, Gene. He ain't talking about church for itself.
no, Lord, no, Lord.
Mm-hmm. Low summer nights. Okay, well, thank you, husband.
Yeah. Been a pleasure always.
Okay. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to y'all too.
Thank you, baby.
All right, bye, baby.
Be careful what you ask a man. Ain't that the truth?
Can you go wipe it?
I'm done with him. I'm done with that husband. Lord Jesus, well, shit. It makes no sense in some way they get on the gamer sites. Problem is they start talking to the females if they get a lot of attention just saying yes, and one thing leads to another. That's how a lot of people got hooked up with another person. They could have just met them at work or a conversation outside at a party, a function. And before you know it, somebody's exchanged the number, and that's all it takes.
Okay, I'm back. I know y'all heard him, child. I told you.
Some people get intrigued by a conversation.
I don't know how.
ROFL. Gene Salzman, what are you saying? Drop the link for her. Did you change that letter at the end?
For me, yes, I did change the letter at the end.
Okay, so I don't know what. Nancy, if you want to hit the link, hit the link.
I can drop it again for you.
Thank you. Somebody said, I bet Night Owl is speechless.
No, because I've been with my husband over 20 plus years, so I already know how my husband thinks. I know how he thinks. I've been with him since 1993, so I'm never speechless. I'm
Oh
never
my
in
God,
awe.
93. Jesus.
Y'all are speechless. Y'all can be. I've been with him, so I already know how his mind works, how he put it out there, and everything. I used to be, but now I'm not.
Okay. That sounds like a song.
What?
What you just said, I used to be. But I ain't no more. Okay. Woo. Not out. And what happened to her? She didn't jump out. You just hit the link with your finger, darling. Just like everything now, it's touchscreen. Just hit the link with your finger. Thank you, Night Owl. Night Owl, I meant to ask you, what percentage you think of women would stay with a man once she found out he's on a date site? You jumped off. Okay, Ruby Ray, be nice. Ooh, y'all get serious down here. Thank you for joining me. Happy Easter to all of those viewing and in the chat. Hit the link if you want to join this discussion. Should you leave your mate, spouse, if you find out he or she is on a date site? Tell me why you should leave or why you would stay, or he or she should stay. Amen. God, Nancy. Amen.
That's what I was gonna say. What you
Hello.
repeated.
Calm down.
Hello.
Okay,
That's
wait.
what I was gonna say. What you repeated.
Okay, wait just a second. Just give me a minute, honey. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, Night Owl.
Okay, Angela. Yeah, I redid the link and added the letter at the end. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what I want to ask you now before you jumped off is how many women you think would stay with the man once you found out he's on the site?
How many women I think will stay? I think
The percentage.
a percentage.
You know,
I would
from
say
1
maybe
to
about.
100%.
I'll say about maybe 40%.
Okay. Okay.
I
About
say depending on how long they were married and if they had kids.
Okay. Nancy, where you calling from?
Oklahoma.
Okay, Oklahoma. Okay, so Nancy, do you think a woman or man should leave their mate if they find out they are on the date site?
You know, that's a loaded question.
Well, you had time to think about it, Nancy, before you got up here.
I did. I would say yes.
So you confused?
No, I would say yes. Now, if you want me to be,
You said yes. You said yes to what? A woman or man would leave or wouldn't leave?
I would say they would leave.
They would leave.
They would leave, but you know, a lot of it depends upon the situation too.
Such as,
you know, married with children, small children,
mm-hmm.
you know, financial situation,
mm-hmm.
you know, that kind of situation. Now, if you want me to be 100% honest,
well, that was the purpose of you joining. Yes, I want you to be
Yeah.
honest here. Gosh,
I done went in and, went on a site and checked to see if my husband was on one.
okay. Well, that's different. That's your spouse. You can do what you want with that. I'm just saying, what do you think? Would you leave him? Would you leave? Okay, let's speak now since you're telling me you're married.
Yes,
If
I am
you go
married.
to a date site, or you got word, because I meant to tell you all that too. If you heard he's on a date site, you confirm he's on a date site, would you leave your husband, Nancy?
Would I leave my husband? Yes, I would.
Why would you leave your husband?
Because he's a no good, down, dirty
Okay, that's
person.
enough. Okay.
Just a person. I wouldn't cuss. Just a
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Nancy says she would leave.
Yeah, I would, because if he's going to go to that drastic of a measure, then there's obviously something seriously wrong. There's some serious issues in the marriage if he's going to go there. Just like I said, then there's something wrong. There's something being wrong.
Being wrong. That's a good one. That's a good way to say being, past tense. Yes, ma'am.
Right. There's something being wrong if he's going to be going there.
Right.
It's been building up.
Because let me tell you something.
That.
Let me tell you something about the date site, especially when you live in a small place such as the area that I'm in, under 500,000 population.
Oh, I live in a small area.
So when I saw this person on the site, and I've seen some other people as well, the first thing I thought was this person has no respect for the woman that he is with, because I knew he was with her then 2 years or so ago. So what I had to tell myself is, you must want to get caught, because you should know that some woman who's single or could be married, whatever, is going to see your profile and say to herself, I know him. I know a she. So what is he doing on here as if nobody's going to recognize his face?
Exactly.
And go back and tell her.
He's a fool.
But now she knows, and she's still staying with him, knowing he's been screwing this other big gal and about the site and all that. And I told myself, you like problems, because there's no way I'm going to stay with him. I don't give a damn what he's doing. If he paying half a bill, third of bills, that makes no difference to me, because I feel like this. You were go-getting before you met him. You were maintaining a life before him, paying bills with kids, this and that. So why even stay with somebody who would bring trouble your way? Because as I've said, I always bring you all different type of commentary to show you how things can pop off in a moment's notice, dealing with entanglements and triangles. Who's to say he don't get with the wrong heifer, and she decide to find out where y'all live, pop up at your house, your job, his job, anything.
Bring trouble right to your doorstep.
Bring trouble to your doorstep. Yes.
Right to your doorstep. Your doorstep with your children.
Yes, all of that.
It ain't worth all that.
It's not. But obviously, she doesn't care, because she's keeping them. As far as I know, they're still together. I haven't spoken, so I don't know. But the last time I talked, they were still together. I've got Jean. Jean, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Pennsylvania now.
Oh, now? What does that mean, now?
ago,
Say what?
20 years ago, can you hear me?
Yes.
At the age of 49, I met
Mhm.
somebody on the internet playing games, playing just regular games on one of the
Mhm.
internet game sites,
Mhm.
and really was having a difficult time in my marriage.
Okay.
And he was just very nice and charismatic and so kind.
Mhm.
And of course, I ended up in Pennsylvania. I divorced my husband, who was also my pastor. I
Okay. Okay.
was married to my
Now tell me how
minister,
long. Wait. How long were you married to your husband?
17 years.
Okay. And what made you leave your husband?
It was hard, Queen. It's hard. It's hard being a pastor's wife, dude. I'm not kidding.
I understand. Okay. So
If
let
you're
me ask you
never
something.
nice, go ahead.
I'm not trying to be rude, but if you hadn't have met that guy, do you think you still would have stayed with your husband?
Only because I was so ashamed. I would have been too ashamed to leave.
You would have been
Too
too ashamed to
embarrassed.
leave
There was
because of
so
what? I
much
don't understand what
stigma.
you're saying. Oh, because you're a pastor's wife. So that means what are you trying to say? You still want to go to that church or live in that town? What are you saying?
I would have stayed there, and I would have stayed in church. I would have tried, but
You would have
I
stayed in the church after leaving your husband?
no. I would have stayed with him. I would never have divorced him if I hadn't met
I
this
see what you're
person
saying.
at
Okay,
that
that's what
point.
I'm trying to understand.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
so
sorry,
you
I
were really
couldn't hear
worried
you
about what people thought.
very well.
So you were afraid of what
I'm
people
sorry.
thought if you had left him.
No, well, yeah, and what they thought was exactly what I thought they would think. It took me
Okay.
about a year after I.
So what you're saying is, had you and your husband divorced, let's just say hypothetical, you did, you would have stayed in that town. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, and
Okay. I'm
I
just trying
would
to get
have
an
tried
understanding
to.
of everything.
I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to get an understanding of everything.
Okay, no, if I had not met this person, I would have probably tried to work harder on my marriage. But I was in just a very bad place, and I'm blaming nobody but myself.
Okay, that's fine. So
But
you left your husband.
I left him, and he moved out, and so I stayed in my town for a year, and people were very, very cruel because I was a pastor's wife,
Okay.
and so then I decided, well, I'll just move with this guy, and I did.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this: did your husband find out about this guy?
I'm still denying.
Say what?
I'm still denying I did anything wrong. Yes,
No,
of
listen,
course.
that's not what I'm not here to judge what you did. I'm just asking
I
you
know,
basic
honey.
questions, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I'm just asking you, did your husband find out about the other man?
Yes.
Say
He
what?
did. It wasn't long after I left and moved to Pennsylvania.
Huh? I can't hear you. I said, did your
You're
husband
cutting over
find
each
out
other.
about the other man?
Yes, he did.
So he found out
I
before you
told him
left.
about the other. No. Well, yeah. He had an idea it was somebody.
Okay, so you
Yes,
told him
but he didn't know
before
who
you
it
left
was
him or after?
before.
Okay. So the
We
man
had
that you
been
met on the
separated
internet,
for a year.
you were separated?
Well, not when I met.
Jean is breaking up.
Yeah, she keeps cutting in and out.
Yeah, because I can't get an understanding of what I'm asking. Oh, mercy.
I'm sorry. I'm holding my phone still.
Okay, Jean, I forgot my train
Can
of
you hear
thought.
me?
Okay, yes. Are you with that said man right now?
No.
Okay.
No. He met someone else and dumped me.
Wait a minute. Did you
But
move where he
only.
was
Yes.
to be with him?
Yes.
And how long were you all together?
6 years.
Well, that's a long time. That's enough. That's 5 years.
I gave him every penny I had to buy a home.
Oh my God.
I signed a quit deed when I bought the home with him. And so he just came home, said he met someone else and I could get myself a place to live. So I did.
Wait a minute.
And
the money you gave for a house, he told you got to get somewhere.
Yes. Yeah. See, because I signed a quit deed, night owl. I told him, who knew? I didn't even know what a quit deed was, but that is if he wants me off of the owners, off of the loan, I'm off.
Off
of the mortgage, I'm off.
Household stuff. I don't know about that stuff. Okay, wow, that's deep.
Yeah, he signed it to her.
So he met somebody else. She was even older than I. I was 8 years older than him.
Okay.
So, but I knew, you guys, when when I was, before I even moved there to be with him, his wife found out and he ghosted me for like
oh my God,
week.
wait a minute, he was married?
Married too?
Yeah, I didn't know it when I met him.
Hold on, let me get my drink. Hold on.
Oh, Lord Jesus, y'all.
But see, now we know we can dox somebody, we can look them up, we can find almost anything we want to know. I didn't know that in 1999.
Well, that 99 and now it's totally different. That's a whole different world.
That was early on.
Yeah, people weren't really doing all this, jumping in inboxes and calling and
hell, I can find out. I can find out who your mama's mama is on your daddy's side if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Today. I didn't know that then. Well, I might not go back that far.
But you know what I'm saying? But I've noticed just from the comments in the chat, a lot of people are really down with that, trying to find people's personal business, mama, sister, cousin. I don't rock like that. This is who I am. I just try to get to know people at face value, but I just don't go in trying to look up who your mama, daddy, cousin is, where your address is. I don't have that kind of time. I'm not about to live like that.
With somebody I was leaving my whole life for and then giving all of my finances to, I probably would have if I had that ability, if it had been now and I had the ability to do it. Sure. Because I didn't really know who he was, didn't know his family, didn't know anybody. It wasn't my town. It's not my town still.
Right.
So no, I wouldn't just do it for grins.
Somebody in the chat asked, when did you find out he was married?
Before I went, I knew he was separated, he said. Of course, we all know that he probably wasn't.
Okay.
And so when I got to this town, well, then he wanted to come.
Oh, wow. She's breaking up.
That's it. Nice to see.
Jean?
Huh?
You've been breaking up, baby.
Yes? I'm sorry.
You met him.
Well, it might be because I'm talking too much.
Okay, no, just tell me this. When you met him, at what point did he tell you he was married or separated, which is however? How long were you with him?
He told me he was separated.
When you first met him? Oh, she's breaking up. Hey, Karen, how you doing, hon? Hello, Joelle. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. I just took myself out. Oh, we'll just back down in the chat. It's okay. Okay, don't worry about it, Nancy. It's no big deal. Oh, Jean said. Okay, Jean's back up. Hold on. Jean? Hello? Jean?
I'm here.
Okay, just listen to me. When you first met him, did he tell you he was married or separated?
Separate.
Okay, so at what point did you find out he was actually married?
About 5 months into an relationship, just talking online. Okay. No phone, no messages.
What do you mean? No messages? What do you mean?
No instant messages, no emails.
So he wasn't even calling you on the phone?
Which
I don't understand
should have been. No.
Okay, wait,
just
you're
in
confusing
a game chat.
So you talked to. Okay, so you all were just talking while playing games, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, at what point did you all exchange numbers? At what month, week were you at when you exchanged phone numbers?
It was 6 months, about 6 months.
Wow. So he was telling you his personal life while playing games?
Oh my God. You can go into, back then, I don't even know if you can anymore, but then you could go into private chat.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so that's what you all were doing, going in private chats and
still
he's telling you
play.
about his life?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I got you. So for 5 or 6 months, you all were chatting privately through the game system.
Yes.
Okay, and then you jumped off, and then that's when he
Yeah.
started telling you his business more.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Well, then he couldn't give me his phone number.
Right, of course not.
Yeah.
Was there cell phones then?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he have one?
So
Did he have a cell phone, G?
yes, but little did I know. What did I know? He couldn't let his supposedly separated wife see the phone bill and know he was
usually people have
online with somebody and know.
but people still share bills. Everybody knows that. When you're married, why would you have separate phone companies for your cell phone? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's
So
why he couldn't
call you
talk on
either
the
the
phone.
phone or a cell phone.
Right.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Mercy.
Yeah.
So
it was bad. It hurt.
So at what month or year did you all finally start talking on the phone to where he didn't care?
It was about 6 months. I met him in I guess April, and it was November. How long is that? About 6 months.
That's a long time.
And then I left the following April. It was about a year. I moved out for him.
So 1 year later, you moved out with that man.
A whole year after I met him online. Yes.
Okay, where were you living at the time?
Illinois.
Illinois, my home. Okay. So let me ask you this. Do you regret ever leaving your married husband, pastor?
Yes.
Why?
I guess mostly, Queen, it's hard. I guess mostly spiritually. I always said I would rather die than backslide.
Okay.
And I backslide.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. You just told me earlier that you weren't happy. You told me you weren't happy with your husband. So I'm curious to why you wish or regret that decision of getting with that man, because you told me you weren't happy with your husband.
I was less happy with him.
Which one? The new guy?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he was a very
He was what, baby? Jean?
Yes?
I can't hear you, sweetheart. You're breaking up.
Okay. Because he was put me down.
Oh, I see. He was being to you. Okay.
Checking out other women.
Okay. I got you.
He accidentally dialed me on the phone one day.
Okay.
And he was talking to his buddies about some hot chick they were looking at.
Okay.
So I would have stayed where I was rather than leave.
Okay. So has your past husband, the pastor, has he remarried?
Are you?
Jean?
I'm telling you, I could write a book.
Okay. Jean, has your husband,
I know.
previous husband remarried?
Yes, he remarried
Okay.
me.
What do
I
you
am
mean?
remarried to him. I
You remarried
remarried
your
my
husband.
pastor. Girl, you know I
Wow.
did. I
So,
just said
so
so.
so how long have you all been back together? You saved the best for last, did you not?
I did. Well, I didn't know when to bring it out.
Well, that's okay because you're breaking up, so it's hard to keep a continuity going with this subject matter. So, how long have you been back with your first husband?
6 years.
Amen. Okay, so are you happy, Jean? Oh, Lord, I'm scared to ask.
I know I'm terrible.
No, I said, are you happy?
Yes. You
Is
know,
he
honey,
happy? Does he seem happy?
I'm as happy as people can be.
Okay, is he happy?
Do
Your
you
husband?
understand that?
Yeah, I understand. Yes, I listen, honey. I hear all kind of
Who
stories.
cares?
Trust me. But is your husband
Who
happy?
cares?
You're happy.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. So
I
how
was
did the
kidding.
people
I said,
receive
who
you?
cares? But
Well, how did you receive getting back together and all that? The church and everything.
well, he moved here. My daughter and granddaughter moved here.
Okay, I got you.
Then he came here to follow them.
Okay, I got you.
Then,
Yeah,
well,
talk
he
about forgiveness. You
this
got that right, honey.
what?
Honey
I
was
know.
saying talk
Well, you
about
guys,
forgiveness.
I know it's a lot, but I shouldn't have called. Maybe I don't know.
Don't worry about what they're saying. Just
Okay.
don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
I just,
Okay.
it's real life, and I did it. And so I just said I would share. I would never do that. And don't think for 1 minute that men that are online are not looking for something more than a chat buddy, because they are.
You know I know that, Jean. I'm 50.
I know.
I can tell
I
you
know.
right now, I haven't met one damn near honest soul since I've been on the thing. It's coming up 3 years this month that I got online on a date site. 3 years this month. And most of them don't give, and you know what?
My eye. It's horrible, you guys.
Hello?
But I'm here.
Well, I was trying to tell you, I've been on the site coming up 3 years this month.
Yes.
On and off. I jump on, I jump off. And I haven't met any men that were actually genuine. They start out saying one thing, but then their behavior changes very quickly. So you don't know who you're talking to and who you're dealing with. But that's to be expected because you don't know the people. So that's how I look at it. Take it with a grain of salt.
I cannot stress that.
Okay. She's breaking up really bad.
He took every dime.
Okay.
Good jobs. I make
Well, I hate to
money.
hear that.
He took it. So anyway.
Yeah. Well, I understand. I know someone who ended up giving up her house to a man, her second marriage. And the sad thing was she got so desperate to get out of the relationship, she ended up letting him stay in her house. And I told her I would have left my house because she acquired that house with her first marriage. I would have let him leave. You understand what I'm saying? You don't make somebody walk you out of your own house that's in your name. It's in your name. It's a difference if it's in their name and they ask you to leave. That's different. But I'm not getting ready to leave my own damn house that's in my name. I don't care if I'm unhappy with you or not. I'm going to make it where you want to get out of my house.
Exactly.
There's no way I'm going to foreclose or whatever you call it in my own house for no man. I don't give a damn.
Well, and when I signed a quit deed, I didn't know that. That just means that I quit I stopped my rights to that house. And so you think, well, I'm doing all the right things.
Yeah.
And this is what somebody would do in a relationship.
Yeah, you gave up the money. So that's the worst part. Your name ain't on something that you gave money up for.
Right. And so then you're out.
So let me ask you something. Why did you not put your name on the house?
Why what, honey?
Why you didn't put your name on the house? Was your name not on the house?
No, I put it on there so that he could have enough financial backing to buy it.
I got you, Sid. I got you. Okay.
He couldn't have afforded it on his own.
So both of your names were on it, but then he wanted you to leave, and then you took your name off.
Yes, and I signed a paper allowing him to do that. So I know everybody's
April.
I'm
telling someone in the chat. It's called a quick deed.
Quit deed. QUIT deed.
Yeah.
It means I quit my rights to that house.
Quit. Yeah, you quit your rights to the house.
Yes.
Okay. Quick. 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 Sorry about that. Okay, well, that's fine because we're breaking up so much, and I don't want you to keep explaining yourself. Well, anything else?
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Thought, well, it's hard to out your own self, to tell people who you are and what you are, but
nobody's paying attention to nothing to say about that. If you can't understand what we're saying, you might want to catch the replay. That's the best I can tell you.
Yes, and listen to me, honey. Listen to me, Queen. You have a tremendous influence. I've been influenced by what you say just the few times I've heard you on various topics. So you do what you do because you do it well.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate it.
And women need to hear this. We need to hear you. And keep speaking out for George Floyd, because I'm pissed. I'm not going to start that topic. I won't, but I'm mad, Sissy. I'm angry.
Because I can't talk about George Floyd. I already let everybody know.
Don't do it, because I was bawling the other night with you.
Okay,
but I love you, and please keep up what you do. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Jean, so much.
Never
thank you,
quit.
honey. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, Jean, for your testimony. Thanks. That's what I was wanting. Someone to come up and give a story about the situation, and this was the perfect story. I thank you so much, Jean.
You're welcome.
You're gonna stay in the chat. Bless you, baby. God bless you. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Not out, you here?
Yeah, I was in the chat. Yeah, I'm here. And that was very inspirational that she went through all of that and still she ended up back reunited with her husband better than ever.
Yeah. I hope so. I just don't want to ever find out she's not happy. That would be very devastating to hear.
Yes. And like I said, I kind of understood what she was saying. Like she was playing games, and then they used to have, I guess, the private chats you used to could go off on. I don't know if they still have that around now or not. Mm-hmm. I have dropped the link because somebody else said they had a similar story or something in the chat to give their testimony. But yeah, it's just one of these. I've always just seen it as, if you have to connect with somebody on that level and you with me, then you don't really want me.
Okay. Well, Jean Salzman says, I'm happy and he gives me everything I need and want, Queen. Amen. Okay. So she's happy. We'll leave it at that.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Jean.
Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, sweetheart. I really do. Thank you so much for that testimony. Would you leave your boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse if you find out he or she is on a date site? He or she has a profile on the site. It doesn't matter how long this profile has been on the site. You get knowledge, you get wins. Somebody called you, somebody told you, they saw them. You find out on your own, or he or she tells you, do you stay in the relationship? That is the topic of this live discussion. All super chats are welcome during the live. If you'd like to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 through Cash App. Thank you for my mods, and thank you all for your time in the viewing audience. Amen. Karen says yes. Why, Karen? Why would you stay? Hit the link. Love you too, Jane. Oh Lord, my head. I'm just it's interesting.
I know, because everybody has a different perspective.
I wasn't expecting that at all. Mm-hmm. But I thank Jean for that. I really appreciate that. Life is have so much judgment on woman who wants to tell that. I don't have any judgment on anything. I just couldn't hear her because she was breaking up. But I'm glad gist of the story out. If you all need a replay, you need to go back and rewatch the video so you can get a better understanding of what she said during the chat. Thank you so much. Oh, you say, heck no, I would not stay. Okay, I see.
But I know plenty of people that have stayed and see it as no threat.
Well,
I'm just
like
not
I
that
said,
comfortable.
well, you see, she went off and met the man and lived with him.
Yeah.
So that's the whole point. You talk to somebody long enough, you're going to grow feelings for a person. And a lot of people can say, well, how can you grow feelings for somebody you haven't met? And people have done it many moons before we had all the Facebook and all this other messaging apps, Duo, iPhone, Skype, people meeting through MySpace. And
Yeah, I remember
email,
MySpace.
and they were meeting and didn't even know who the hell they were talking to. And like you say, anybody could send a photo. I have a story I may bring, a very horrific story of a game that was played through I think it was similar to MySpace or a gaming system where a man met a young girl and a death occurred through the internet exchange where she was not who she said she was. And it is a very mind-blowing story, and I may bring that story tomorrow once I do the research. Okay.
That sounds interesting.
It's very interesting because it's not going to be like anything you've ever heard.
It was catfish before catfish.
Yeah, it was catfish before catfish. Because when you find out who the actual person was that was messaging this older man, and he was married, if I'm not mistaken, you will be baffled. Thanks for joining me. Got to go to work, Gypsy. Okay, have a happy Easter. All of you be safe. Hit the link if you want to give your opinion to this said subject matter.
Yeah, I can't do it with you. If you're on there, you're on there for a reason. Because you have to know if you put your legit picture up there, somebody's gonna
But that's the
recognize
whole
you.
point. That's the point I was trying to make to your husband. You know, you can say one thing, but you ain't just throwing a picture up there. You've got some of them. You got to say something about yourself, your age, your location, all that. Whether it's all made up or not, once you put your picture up there,
It's
and
a reason.
yeah,
I knew what he was gonna say because he gonna see it from a whole different perspective
yeah.
and try to
But
convince me. And I said, I'm gonna let him give his own idea what it is.
yeah, but you got people who don't put their pictures up there.
Right.
They give initials, this and that, and then you have to ask them for a picture. But I always let them know I don't have time for that. It's in my profile. I do not respond if you don't have a photo. So don't message me with a picture of the mountains and a cabin and all of those type of BS. Damn, what is the problem? We're grown. You understand what I'm saying?
But
We're
everybody
grown.
don't have a grown mindset.
Right. Well, then don't message me. How about that? You understand what I'm saying?
Well, I know what you're saying, but that's the problem that you would think people
because you're
mature.
wasting my time with this duck, duck, goose hunt stuff where I've got to thank you, Ruby Wright. Thank you so much, sweetheart. All this duck, duck, goose type stuff. I got to then say, well, you ain't got no pic. It says it in my profile. It's like I'm talking to a kindergartner and you're an adult.
And that's another thing. Then you got to decipher sometime if the picture real.
Yes, 7 to Life says, and people that do stay in a relationship, I think they just stay with their husband because they're comfortable at that point of being with them for a long time. Yes, I believe that too. What if he runs into a high school girlfriend or someone at work on that dating site? It doesn't matter who he runs into. The subject is if he's on the site, period. Doesn't matter who he talks to. Does not matter. Just the fact that he's on there.
Yeah, you on there for something. You ain't on there because you think you might run into somebody from the past.
Well, the point is,
if
you're on a date site, 9 times out of 10, you are going to see somebody that you know or know of on the date site.
And half the people on there be naked and everything else. We hear what Queen tell us, naked and scandalous and everything else. So
you live in a small town. You live in a small town. You put your damn city up there or make up a city nearby. You're going to see people that you know. That's just common sense. You're going to see people that you know. So that's why I brought this question up. Is what do? Do you stay with that person that you're dating or married to once you find out he or she is on a date site? Hit the link if you want to give your opinion. Hello, Brenda. How you doing?
Yeah, I just don't see how any trust could be there. Like, I will always have to think like you want there to do X, Y, and Z, or you want there to do that. I don't see it as a game.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, because that to me, even if you say you're curious, we already know about curiosity in the cat. So
Prom king, what? Not prom king.
yeah, the prom king. Hit the link if you want to give your testimony to this subject matter at hand. We are 1 hour and 25 minutes into the chat, so please hit the link.
Well, it might be an ego for men, but for me as a woman, then no, because I know a man couldn't handle it if a woman was on there and they in a relationship, and then you tell the man, "Oh well, I'm just on here for fun and games."
Mm-hmm.
What? No. To me, it's a form of disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I would leave.
Yeah, I got you. Well, I think most women and men would think that, because my thing is, the first thing you're going to think, how long they've been on the site, and have they met anyone publicly, and have they had sexual relations with that said person.
Right.
And that's where your problems are going to come in. It's the wondering, and if he or she is going to actually tell you the truth. That's the problem. Is he or she going to tell you the truth?
I thought for people that got on there that had ill intentions to them, it was some type of fantasy world game type of thing.
Ruby Ray, what are you talking about? I love my hubby, but I moved out only around the corner. We see each other every day. Ruby Ray, what are you saying?
That she moved out and she see her husband around the corner every day.
You got to be only one, can't have cake and eat it. Oh, Jesus. I don't understand what she's saying.
You got to be like, you got to be the only one for the person you with, and that's it. They can't have more than one.
Well, you do have people who do have more than one, have several.
Yeah.
And they were doing it before the date site app was ever invented.
But that's the thing. I remember when people would put personal ads in the
Yeah,
newspaper.
that's what I'm saying. People have always been cheating. The date site is just a new tool to meet people, but people have been cheating for years, centuries. It's no big deal.
Have you ever did that? The personal ads in the newspaper?
Yeah, back when I was in Chicago before I moved back to Tennessee, yes, I put an ad in the paper.
I love reading the ads. Like just reading them like a comic. I would love to read the ads, and I would wonder
Doug
like,
Hush.
how did
Yeah,
that
it's
even
funny. It's
work?
funny. I used to like reading them too, just because it was kind of like entertainment back then. I was a young girl. I was like 26 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a city. I was in a metropolitan city. I was wanting a date, so that's what I did. Yes, thank you all for joining me.
Yeah, I wondered like how the people would meet up, and was it
Men in
cheesy?
public. Men in
Was
public.
it fun? Was it like pay phone calls and a bunch of
Oh
quarters?
God.
But you gotta remember, I was a kid. So for me, it was different. I'm thinking kid, man, like, do these people meet up and go hang out and put a bunch of quarters in the phone and call each other? Because there was no such thing as cell phone.
Well, what you did was you called from your home phone night out and you met them in public, sweetheart.
Okay. Yeah, see, that's what I said. I was a kid. I was like a single digit kid when all that was going on. I just vaguely remember it.
Yeah. You don't, now how other people may have done it is different, but you either had to meet you near your house or a coffee shop or a restaurant, or the ones I met, we met in restaurants.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nay, I'm not finna play with you talking about you cheating with your bullies. I'm not finna play with you. You know I'm not.
I'm with that one person or no one, not 1, 2, 3, 4, laugh out loud. Pina colada song, personal ass. Okay. Depends on the relationship and the history and understanding of the relationship. Okay. So Black Warrior, you saying basically you'd stay. Hit the link if you want to give your personal opinion. That's the purpose of the stream. You don't have to keep chatting in the chat box down below. I have a link for you to hit if you like to give your commentary on the said matter. Hello, Patty. Small towns for sure. I think the more likes men think they're top dog from personal experience. On the dating site, after my husband died, I saw married men, colleagues, I aborted the mission. Yes, that's why I said, to me, if you're on there and you have somebody, you're telling the world you don't care. You're telling yourself you don't care. You're telling your mate you don't care. And you're telling the world you don't care. Because you should know somebody's going to see your face up there on the site and know that we know you are in a relationship or you are married. So you're telling me you don't give a damn about your damn mate or your spouse, your girlfriend, whoever the hell you're seeing.
Nobody. You don't care about nobody.
That's what I was thinking about that dude. I thought this black Negro don't care about himself. He's sitting up here on a damn date site. Now, what if she had to put a profile up there and she's scrolling and see her man up there? You know I'm dead. And then he see her. And
Everybody just on there. Everybody just on there. Look, we'll message each other together. I click right on there and say, "Hey, how you doing? My name is."
Oh, and I done message him. How you doing, stranger?
Yeah.
And look, and wait for him to come home with that sad puppy dog face. Both of y'all ready to fight each other because y'all both have seen each other profiles. Lord,
right.
Satan. Girl, I'm dead. What you doing on there? What you doing on there?
We all on there because see, that would be my next thing. Like, would you leave? And if I stay, we both will have to be on there.
Okay. Not out, please stop.
And I have to put I'm married to such and such name on there.
Oh.
Let's put it out in the open. Ain't no sense in lying. I'm married to Jerome.
Okay. Please stop.
And Jerome is married to Sue Bell. Yeah.
Don't you start them names.
Yeah.
Come on, Lily Mae.
Right. You know they always got an old name.
Lillian. Lillian. Nobody can do that better than Eddie Murphy. Lord, Lillian. I'm dead.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Bro, what are you talking about?
And you know what? I put a picture of us up together. It's my profile pic.
Say what?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I see pictures on the date site too where they'll have a woman in the photo. So
right.
I'm like, so what are you trying to say? You looking for a sex partner, an extra partner to swing?
Man, that's what I thought.
Bye.
That's what I thought.
You'll get no response from me.
I didn't see no other reason you would have a woman in a photo with you.
Nasty, man. These folks grimy as hell. Just grimy as hell. Matter of fact, let me call my brother. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if he'll answer. Let's see what he got to say. His crazy tail. Whew. Satan, I can't.
Y'all done turned this into swinging. No, we ain't T.I. and Tiny in this situation. I just thought that was weird.
No, you know how they do. You know how they do.
Why would you have a woman if you're a man looking for a potential partner or date in your photo?
Where is Air Force One at?
He was in the chat earlier.
Well, he probably somewhere eating cookies or something. Went and fell damn asleep. Oh, okay. I see Rogue. He ain't answering. Okay. I don't know what's going on with him. Nobody's answering. Okay. Honey, he probably somewhere asleep. Then ate some pudding and fell asleep. April says it's about communications. Yeah, well, I think we passed that part once I see you got a damn profile on the date site. No, I'm not swinging. Never tried that one. Okay. Maybe swinging was a thing. Shouldn't that be a different site? Well, people swing on the date site. That's why they take a photo with a woman. Or they'll make commentary to let you know they like two parties. Hit the link. There's Air Force One. Air Force One, would you like to call in? I'm dialing you. You doing? I don't know what you doing. You all somewhere else on 15th Street. No milk and cookies tonight. Well, you on some pudding or something? Don't agree to nothing you don't intend to honor. Do you stay with your mate or spouse if you find out he or she is on the date site? That is the topic of the discussion this evening. Please hit the link if you would like to be heard. Thank you. Air Force One, you want to call in? Are you lucid enough to talk? Shut your mouth. Hello, James Brotherton, if you're out there. I see you sent the message. Here is Air Force One calling from Maryland. Hello.
Hello. How you all doing?
I'm great. How are you doing this evening, sir?
I'm doing fine, thank you. No pudding tonight either.
Yeah, where were you all this time we've been talking? You somewhere on somebody else's channel doing something?
No, I was listening.
Turn down your device, please, sir.
Okay. All right. How about there?
Whoa, what are you saying? Okay, Air Force One.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you stay or do you leave? What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna give you something. I was on a site maybe about 10 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe more than that. When I was on AOL.
Okay.
At the time.
Okay.
And I met a young lady from Texas.
Okay.
And her husband and her children moved here to Maryland.
Okay.
And we started dating.
Mm.
She was married. I wasn't.
Okay.
And her husband found out about it. And so he called me. And
wait. How you get your number?
How did what?
Oh, Lord. How did he get your number?
From her.
I mean, explain. He gave it to her. He found the number. What?
I think he had found a number and he called me.
Okay.
And he wanted to meet. I said, no problem.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, ma'am. He wanted to meet me.
And you wanted to meet him?
I surely was.
Why?
I wasn't afraid.
Oh, man. Come on with this Lifetime movie.
Yes, ma'am. I met him.
See, okay. You know what? I'm dead.
I met him. We had a nice long conversation. And I told him why his wife was on the date site. I told him why I started dating her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I explained to him he should be man enough when he gets off of work to come to see his wife, no matter what. Don't leave work, go out with your buddies. Don't leave work and take your time because you say you're going to the supermarket or you're going to stop past the store, whatever the case may be, which means to me is that you dipping on your wife. And now your wife got tired, now she wants to dip. We spoke for maybe about 2.5 hours, eye to eye. And I was explaining to him what he should do as far as his marriage is concerned.
So what? You know what to do with his marriage? What?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I told him he had a beautiful wife. A beautiful wife. An intelligent woman. Hardworking woman. But you want to be out in the street.
Mm-hmm.
So the tables were turned on you, sir, not you turning the tables on your wife.
Okay, well, Air Force, let me talk to you for just a second, friend to friend. How do you know that what the wife was telling you was the truth, sir?
I don't.
Right.
But I took her word for it.
Okay. But you know that was dangerous what you did by going to meet a complete stranger in public that you don't know nothing about. Two, you didn't know that lady because
Right.
that lady could have been lying to you and could have been with a great guy. She just wanted out her marriage and she could have been trying to find somebody to do harm to her husband because I have seen this story happen before. So I'm very shocked that you would go meet a stranger.
Well, at the time, I had no fear of man whatsoever
Yeah.
because of the
Okay.
fact that I was in a position to take care of myself at that time.
Yeah, but that don't mean nothing.
I understand.
Walking into an open space.
I understand all of that. I
Damn.
understand all of that. But he wanted to meet, and so I met. I gave him the place to meet me.
Okay.
Not him telling me where he wants to meet me. I gave him the place where I wanted him to meet me.
Okay. Okay, sir.
That way my back won't be at the door, but his would be.
Yeah, I hear you, John Gotti.
You know, so we had our 2-hour talk.
2 hours.
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, I see something wrong with you talking to that man like he came in your house and
about his wife. Look,
Hey.
about his
That's
wife.
that my wife.
But the thing about I wasn't married at the time.
No, but that's his wife.
He
So
was
what we're
right.
saying.
I understand all of that, ladies. I understand it all.
Well, don't get no attitude with us. We just said
I'm not getting an attitude.
Okay.
I'm just telling you what I did.
Okay,
in that situation.
You go to tell us what happened and how it ended. We'll leave it alone. Okay.
Come on, John Wayne.
It ended like this.
Okay.
Her and I had a conversation, and I told her that I met up with her husband because he wanted to meet me. You know, and I explained to him how I felt.
Okay.
You know, about their marriage. So she called me back maybe about a month later and said that everything is working out fine and that she won't be on those dating sites any longer.
Okay, let me wait. So you met the husband and y'all said y'all piece or whatever, because you didn't really tell us what you said, but you mean to tell me you didn't call her after you met with the husband?
She called me.
I mean, right after you met with the husband?
She called me about a week. I think it was a couple of days to a week when she called me.
And what did she say?
She asked me, did her husband call me? I said, well, yes, he did. And we met and we talked.
Okay.
We met and we talked.
And what did you all discuss? And what understanding did you two come to?
The understanding that we came to was this. She went and they got together. They started, I guess they started, you know, interacting more with one another, you know, and everything. And that was that. I left it alone.
Okay, but what I'm saying, Air Force, what I'm saying is, did the man tell you he wanted his wife? Did he want you to leave her alone? What was said?
Well, matter of fact, the way we went out was we shook hands.
Okay.
Because I must gave him something to really think about.
And what did you tell him to think about?
I told him to think about his wife.
That ain't telling me nothing.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
He should think about his wife. Think about what you're doing to make her go on those sites.
Okay. So a week or so later, she called you, and what did she say?
She said, when she asked me, did I talk to him? And I said, yes, I did.
Okay.
You know, I didn't tell her verbatim what we talked about, but I gave her a generalization of what we talked about.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, then what happened? You told her, and she said what?
Yeah, they as far as I know, at that point in time, they like I said, they interacted better with one another.
Okay, so she cut you off, is what you're saying?
Yes.
And you didn't try calling her, reaching out to her?
No.
Okay, so you all moved on?
Yes.
You never spoke again?
No.
What did Air Force One learn from this experience?
Child, I don't know, but I know he didn't meet the right type of. Oh, I almost said the wrong. He didn't meet
Yeah,
the
you
right kind of
let him
dude.
answer. Let him answer. What did you learn at Air Force One?
What did I learn?
Yes, sir.
From that experience, I learned that if I was to get married, I would know what to do and how to do if I got married. So that my wife would not have a reason to go on that type of a site.
7.
You know.
Okay, but you know, in the end, you don't really have to do something for somebody to want to step outside their marriage. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so.
No, she wasn't a stripper. She wasn't a stripper at all.
Okay, let me ask you this. Not to be personal, did you two interact physically?
Yes.
And how long did this go on, this love affair?
About 3 months.
Okay, I got you. Okay, is she still living in your area?
No, she don't live in. No, we lived. Oh shucks. No, we lived in separate parts of Maryland.
Okay, so how long ago was this Air Force One?
Oh, back in the mid-90s.
Mid-90s. Okay, I won't try to seem rude, but I just like to ask a lot of questions because I don't like to leave nothing open when you're talking about relationships, because it just, the stories don't make sense if you don't, ask pertinent questions. But I thank you for, telling me about this. And let me ask you this. Right now, you're an older person now. Would you go on a date site, or are you on one currently?
No.
Would you go on one now?
No.
Why not?
I have no reason to.
I'm just asking, sweetie. Just asking.
No. I have no reason to.
Okay.
I have, at where I'm at right now, I'm satisfied with my life.
Ruby Wright, come on with that. Now, don't make me act stupid. Don't do that. Now, y'all getting beside yourselves. Oh, Lord Jesus. Well, a lot of people are on the sites, Mr. Air Force One, many different ages, demographics.
Yeah. I understand that.
And there are a lot of people out here that are lonely. They want to meet somebody, and it's hard to meet people. It depending on your situations, and then now with COVID, it's made it even more hard. And as I state, a lot of people are using the date sites for felonious reasons. They're not trying to meet and greet and get to know a person. So my best advice I tell everyone is to just be careful, but you're never going to know the true intentions of a person, whether they start out being nice, whether you meet them in public a few times. At some point, as I said in the earlier live I did about the serial killer in California, eventually you're going to have to get in the car or shut the door to the house, motel, or their house. It's just the way it is. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me ask you this. If you had the opportunity, would you meet up with another woman that was married, even though it's date site or not? Or is that too personalized?
No.
Okay. Okay, dear.
No. And matter of fact, sometimes what you have to do is look at that ring finger.
Did she not have a ring on?
Sometimes it leaves a mark.
Oh, but they're saying, did she have it off?
No. She had it on.
Oh, you just gangster shit. Your ass didn't care. I guess that's what I'm saying about damn.
At that point, no, at that age, no, I didn't.
Wait a minute, I just told y'all. The more Air Force One talk, I learned more and more about this man. Like, who the hell you been talking to up here?
But you know something, Queen. Let me say this though.
Yes.
With a married man or a married woman, when a single woman sees a man that has a ring on his finger, she's apt to go towards that married man than a single man.
Okay.
And vice versa.
Okay. Well, I wasn't judging you about her being married. The only thing that bothered me was you meeting the husband publicly. That's where I had the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just because we have people that's not stable. And then two, you could have been one that was off your cuckoo rocker and you could have bust him upside the damn dome. You can go any kind of way.
That's true.
That's true. Right.
That's true. I didn't, that is so true.
Okay. Okay, Nene.
But at that time, I think I was.
You were feeling, as my mama said, you were smelling your own bump.
Yeah. I was just too cocky. I was just too cocky.
Yeah, you were cocky. Look, you had, as they said, you had balls of steel. That damn Air Force One said, I got, almost said something. Anyway, you was brazen. We'll leave it at that. You were brazen. But by the grace of God, it was a good turnout because, in the real world, things, that could have went all kind of ways. Lord.
Yeah, but sometimes, though, Queen, when situations like that happen or a woman feels left out, she doesn't feel loved.
Well, we understand all that, but once you bring the outside party in and they have knowledge thereof, and then somebody's reaching out to the other one to meet, all that other stuff doesn't mean anything if somebody decides they want to take it to another level.
Right.
It doesn't mean anything. Somebody was hurt or whatever.
I was just explaining to him.
Yeah.
From my point of view, what I saw in her and the way her conversations went with me is that she was looking for him.
Okay.
So that's what I told him.
Oh, in other words, you're saying
she wants you, but you're not giving yourself to her.
Okay. I got you. So you don't think she really wanted to be on there meeting men?
The thing about it was, this is how she put it. I am married. I'm looking, but I'm not looking for a married man. I'm looking for a single man. That was part of her profile.
Now say that.
Okay, she said in part of her profile said, I am married. I'm not looking to date a married man. I'm looking to date a single man who doesn't mind dating a married woman.
Wow, interesting.
So I said, okay, I'll take her up on that.
Okay. Okay. Well, can you answer the question at hand?
What's that?
Would you stay with your spouse or mate if you found out they're on a date site?
No.
Okay.
Because if I'm not doing it, why are you doing it? I'm happy. You're not happy? If you're happy, what you doing up there?
Okay.
Talk to me. Tell me what I'm doing wrong.
Right.
If I'm not pleasing you mentally,
right.
Am I pleasing you physically?
Right.
Am I not sharing am I not sharing the household duties? Am I not giving you enough, even though we both have good jobs, am I not contributing enough? What's wrong? Tell me, explain, sit down and explain to me what's going on.
Right. Well, people, that's the problem with a lot of relationships. People just give up and they stop talking or they stop communicating, and then people just go their separate ways. They're living in a house with people like roommates, and each person is doing their own thing.
Yeah.
And that's bad.
Because I always say, if I'm not doing my part in whole,
yes,
let me know so I can make that change.
Understand. Okay.
If we're not having a decent enough conversation where we can comprehend whatever the conversation is, then tell me.
Okay.
If you're having a hard day at work and I'm not listening, tell me so. If I'm having a hard day at work and you're not listening, I'm going to let you know, baby, I've got this going on at work and I don't know what to do.
Okay.
Help me out. That's what a partnership is. That's what a marriage is. You sit down and you conversate. But some things I could not conversate to my ex-wife because of the field that I was in and the things that I saw. So I can't bring that work home because it tells you, they tell you at the academy, do not take your work home. Because if you do and your wife is not in that field or don't understand that field of work you're in, it's gonna drive somebody to drink. I've seen too much devastation, when I was working in that field. I could not take that stuff home and say, baby, I had a rough day at work. Well, what happened? I just can't tell you what happened because you wouldn't be able not to only understand it, you wouldn't be able to take it.
Right.
Because of her sensitivity.
Right.
I knew she wouldn't be able to take it. Of the things that I've seen. So we had to go off into other conversation. Well, how was your day? What is it that I can do to help you to overcome something at your job?
Okay.
Let me do a little bit of research on your job and your position at your job. And then I can understand it better and we can conversate all through the night.
Okay.
See, I'm the type of a person, I will listen. I will listen, but I will not interject unless you finish talking. Once you finish, then you may look at me to say, okay, what's your thought? Or how do you feel about it? Or what would you do in this situation?
Okay.
That's why sometimes, like I say, when I come on your channel, I just sit back and listen.
I got you.
And when I have something to say to a person who is in need of help for something or something, a word I may say may trigger that person to say, oh, you know what? He's on to something.
Yeah.
So that's why sometimes I just sit back and wait.
Okay.
Just like with Jean. I could have came in and commented on her, but I just wanted to wait and finish you all's conversation.
Okay.
And then I say, okay, Jean, what a good job you did.
Yes,
you saw your mistake. You corrected your mistake. You back at the beginning. You're much more happier at the beginning that you left before.
Okay.
So good job.
Okay.
But like I said, I'm the type of person, I will listen. I will listen with all ears open. And if I'm able to help with a word or two, or just a hug or a kiss on the cheek or a kiss on the lips, and that's appreciated, I'm fine. I did my work. I did my work for my spouse.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Do you think she's still with her husband?
I don't know.
Okay. Just curious. Okay.
It's been many, many moons.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I thank you. Somebody said you should be you would make a good motivational speaker.
Well, I thank you so much.
April says that. Night Owl says thanks for sharing. Crystal says the same. Jean says thank you as well. Jean also says her husband is retired Army. Well, I'm 158 in. This has been a very interesting live. I'm not really tired or sleepy, but if you have another topic that you would like to bring up for maybe the next live, please share if you have another topic in mind, sir, or anyone in the chat.
But I do have a question for the chat, though.
Oh Lord.
And
Lord, I need my helmet, sir.
No. But that is, you have many people in your chat who love you. And you have many people in your chat that share their comments.
Yes, they do.
I would like for some of those who have not been on your panel.
Yes.
To come up on your panel sometimes.
Yes, I think
and just say a word or two. Maybe you don't want to carry on a whole conversation or something like that, but just come in and say what you feel and then
Yes.
leave it like that, and just
Yes.
say, well, look,
Let's,
I'm going back downstairs, and then
yeah.
go ahead and let people who have heard your statement say, okay, let me help that person.
Yes. Yes. Well, and that's what people don't understand, because I had somebody get ripe in the comment section a month ago saying, well, why are you trying to force people to come up? First of all, this is my money. First of all, you understand what I'm saying? I pay for this to stream. And this to give you also a voice to give your opinion instead of just chatting in the box. Because I don't want to just sit and read back your text. And what people don't understand is if I have a standing room of 200, 300 people, imagine half of those people are texting back and forth and I having to read those back, then try to answer the text per person, plus give my own commentary, plus answer and talk back to the people on the panel. It can become daunting. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that is the purpose of the panel, is to let you come up so you don't have to text all what's on your mind. Because as you see what Jean had to say, what you had to say, there's no way you could put that in a text. The box is not going to hold all of that in a message. That's what the panel is for. And it would be nice to have different people come up on the panel. I'm just going to be truthful. I get tired of looking at you all texting back and forth. Because that defeats the purpose of the panel if you're not going to come up.
I mean, I can understand why some of them don't, and
I understand that, but
yeah, that's all. That's
gets
all well.
old. The same people talking all the time.
Right, that's all well and fine and good. But it's even so, even so, Queen, even so. Sometimes Nene, she'll come up and she'll have, some something important to say.
Yeah.
And she gives, and I like. Sometimes I get mixed up with the voices between her and Crystal.
Okay. Well, they're two
And
different people.
yeah. And Crystal says, she comes up and gives her thoughts and ideas. Night Owl, she does the same thing. And and that's why, they, when they say, well, can I be your niece? I said, no problem. But I enjoy, sometimes sometimes I just enjoy you all conversation.
Okay. Well,
So that's why sometimes I just sit back and just listen, and
that's
I
fine.
enjoy it.
I'm used to you, commenting, or or if I call you, you will answer if you can. But I'm just saying, in general, that is the purpose of the panel and the live stream. It would be just no purpose for me to drop the link and nobody comes up to say something. If that's the case, I can just go live and just read back your comments. You understand what I'm saying? I can just give you my commentary, the source of information, and then just read back your comments and then answer them back. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to read your comments back to you and talk to comments. That's my choice. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. And I don't think a lot of people really understand that. That's the purpose of the panel. I understand there are people who don't like to speak publicly, but my thing is you're not speaking publicly because no one can see you. You're not standing in front of a live audience and people are looking at your hair and your dress and your shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like just calling somebody on the phone. Hey, it's Whirlpool. Hey, my refrigerator ain't working. You understand? We can't see you. We don't know you. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. But I think those who were kind enough to show their spirit and be vulnerable to share. And Jean, it took a lot for you to say that, I'm sure.
Yeah,
and I appreciate that. And Air Force One, I appreciate your commentary as well. And that is the purpose of the panel, is to hear various opinions and stories that you've endured or something you've heard, or you understand what I'm saying. So I really do appreciate that. But do you have another topic? I don't know if you're going in for the evening or what. Or Night Owl and Crystal.
I was just here.
Well, do you have another topic, or you going in for the evening? It's up to you.
But no, I'll be up for
it. Because I don't want to do another live and it's just nobody speaking. I'm just gonna keep it real.
Well, I always speak.
Right, but the thing is, somebody else has got to speak at some point. It can't just be you in Crystal Night Out or Air Force
Air
One
Force.
sometime. Yeah.
Yeah, because I prefer to stay in the chat and drop something. But I thought about something that kind of piggybacked off of last week. We were talking about relationships and things.
Uh-huh.
And it was something that came up that I saw across my timeline today that said,
Okay.
would you leave your mate if you did not get along with their family? Like if your in-laws did not
Oh wow,
come
that's
to the wedding, come to your baby showers,
okay.
things like that. And it was posed as a question like, for women, would you leave a man if his mother, his family didn't accept you?
Okay.
Well, that could go.
From the dating to the marriage.
Or see that could be an open-ended one because
Yeah.
you could have a spouse he's a meddler, she's a meddler. They like to involve their family.
True.
Let's see.
But would you leave that type of
Open-ended.
person?
Well,
Would you
my
leave
thing
him?
is if my thing is, you know, it's in the scripture. It ain't your family. It's the spouse. It's first.
But remember,
And
I
that's who you
told you.
chose. And you chose that person. You didn't choose their family. When you got married, it wasn't I take Pookie and all his brothers and sisters and Mammy. You understand
know
what I'm
how I
saying?
feel about the men and the children.
But
But
I'm
I
just
just,
saying, people,
yeah.
a lot of people's problems is because we talk a lot as people and we tell each other's business. And this is something somebody once said is that the reason why we have problems with people is because we talk a lot and we go tell our mamas and sisters and brothers what Pookie didn't do and this and that. And then when we make up with Pookie, we good with Pookie, but our family ain't. And that makes sense. They ain't forgot about what Pookie said or did to you. You understand what I'm saying? So now
Right.
you back in good with Pookie, but your mama and sister and brothers ain't, or your friends ain't.
But what if the mama and the sisters in that family never accepted y'all while y'all dating, but you went on and got married anyway?
Well, it still goes back to the same thing. Who are you marrying?
You married a person, but
Okay, but that's the
it
point. You
brings
didn't marry them.
issues. Yeah, I get that part, but I'm just saying that's something I saw today. Would you still leave, even if the family didn't accept you, and eventually y'all
But
have
see,
kids?
this is how I look at it. If you dating somebody right now, once you see the dynamic of the family unit with your mate, that should tell you everything you need to know as far as dating them and or marriage. If you see meddling people and your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, let's say boyfriend, girlfriend, before you can talk about the marriage, they don't do nothing about it. You should already know what it's going to be like when you're married. That's common sense. They don't stick up for you. They don't vouch for you. They don't go toe to toe for you. That's going to be triple times worse once you're married. Anybody with sense should know that. That's why they always tell you, if you see signs that things ain't right while you're dating, you should know they will be worse once you get married. I don't care what the problems are. How could they get better? How in the world? Because now you're talking about setting up shop, a house, merging money. Now you're talking about having children. Nah, don't do it. Don't marry. Period. You see, it's already. They're not going toe to toe for you. They're docile in behavior. They act like they're scared to speak up. I would not even think of dating them or being married because it's not going to work. It is.
Right. That's what I was getting to, because that was more of how I thought. I was like, it's gonna be an uphill battle because no matter how strong you start off in the beginning, most people end up wanting to be around their family.
Well, he could have a baby mom and all that, but that's the whole point I'm trying to say is if you see negative signs while dating, how do you think it would be better if you're married? That's just common sense.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what's wrong with a lot of people. They're hoping that the marriage will make it better, but it never makes it better because you
Never.
didn't resolve it while you were dating. Let's just say you're a woman dating a man who has a very dominant mother.
Yes, yes.
If he does not put his mother in she place while you're dating, why would you think she would be in her place once you're married? Same thing.
That could be the same way as a dominant man
Well,
with his daughter.
Whatever. It's all
Right.
the same. Messy parents, messy children, messy relatives, messy friends, neighbors, co-workers, however you want to word it. If the person does not put the people in their place while dating, there's no way they're going to be in their place when you marry. because it is up to your boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse to say, this is my wife, this is my husband, this is whatever. Everybody knows that. They're supposed to address that spouse. Nobody should be calling you on the phone to tell you, well, I don't like what you did, what you said. I heard you was at the casino and you spent all the rent money. Well, first of all, how the hell you know what I spent? Unless my husband told you. See where I'm going?
Yeah, look what Crystal wrote.
What's she read? I have a topic. Is it okay for your mother-in-law to invite your husband, wife, ex to the family function? You know, Chris, I ain't got time for y'all ghetto ratchet barbecues.
I have seen it though. I ain't
got time for y'all ghetto ratchet barbecues.
Baby.
I ain't got time for that. Happy Easter, everybody. Well,
I've seen that with my younger brother and his
and that's what happens when people are still close.
And his ex.
Still close.
My grandmother invited my youngest brother's wife and his ex to Thanksgiving dinner.
Baby.
I said, oh, no, she didn't.
What? I can't hear what you said. Say what?
My grandmother. And, you know, she invited, we always have like a family Thanksgiving. And my youngest brother and his wife came, but Granny called the ex because Granny liked the ex.
Well, so yeah,
Granny called the ex and said, "Come on over for Thanksgiving." I said, "Oh no, she
didn't." And see, that's where it's a problem because my thing is, you've got 364 days of the year to talk and greet other people that you like. Let's keep it 100. On that one day, which is Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, whatever it is, 4th of July, why in the hell are you gonna call somebody outside ex to come to a function and you know they're going to be there, whether they're going to be there alone or not? New party, new wife, husband. It's out of respect. You don't do that.
All right, well.
But that looks like somebody that wants to stir up trouble.
It happens.
And nothing worse than a young fool than an old fool.
I lived it.
An old fool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I say, straighten all your ducks out before you get in a long-winded relationship and or marriage, because I can tell you now, yes, you can like somebody a lot, they like you, but as I state, in the end, when you start getting that he said, she said, snide remarks when you're going out in public or going to somebody's house or function, it is the person's who's related to those said people's job to put those people in their place. Because why am I going to want to be with you when you can't tell your mother, your sister, hey, you're out of line? Don't talk to her like that. Don't talk to him like that. That's not their place to be arguing with your mama, your sister. That is your job to say, hey, you're going to respect me. Because
I will.
You're respecting me.
Because I'm going to cuss them out just like they cuss me out. I done been there and I done done that.
Yeah, it's about respect. Because what you're telling the world is, I don't respect this person that I say I love and like. If you let your mama cuss out your baby mama, girlfriend, or however it go, you're already showing you're going to let that go on. You're going to let that go on. You let them both know, this is what I'm not going to tolerate. Mama, I love you, but you're not going to talk crazy to my girlfriend. Honey, I love you, but you're not going to disrespect my mother. Because they both go hand in hand. And you have to know what to fold and say, you know what? I see where this is going. Then you fold and you walk away, because there are some people in life that don't have a backbone. They're not going to stand up to their family. They're not going to stand up to their parents, their brother, sister, their children. They'll let people walk all over them. They'll let people run their life. And let me tell you something about people like that. They end up very miserable because they refuse to tell their family, friends, how they feel. And those people can't have a productive life because they won't stand up for themselves. You're never going to be productive until you open your mouth and tell people, this is my life. This is my decision. I like her. I care for her. You don't have to like her, but you will respect her. Him. And if you can't, then remove yourself. That's the game. That's the game.
Yeah, see, I've been through that. We've had it with an ex-husband that don't came to dinner and all kind of stuff. And I'm trying to figure out, well, why would they be here when they mistreated the aunt? Like, why would the sister
that's something I don't do.
To come?
I don't do that. I don't do that arguing type stuff with nobody. You'll never get an argument out of me nowhere.
I just deemed it as messy because if somebody was in a bad relationship within your family, why would you invite them to the family barbecue to the 4th of July? Like, oh, this cool. Well, I'm still cool with them, even though y'all divorced.
But that's not the time. But that's not the time to invite an outside person that they dated. You know better than that. Because what did I say? You got 365 days of the year. Why the hell would you pick that one day to invite Susie May over? You talked to Susie May yesterday, the day before. You ain't damn good as July 4th. You know that your son, brother, whoever gonna be there,
Yeah.
whether he got a partner or not, you know damn well not to invite her. You can invite her any other time.
Right.
Any other time. Why then?
Exactly. So that's my thing. That's a good topic, and also when you have grown children and they interfere in your dating life.
Now I thought that's a very good topic. Now that's
That
a
that's
very good
one that I have friends that run into that issue multiple
yeah.
times, and it's
Because
always a
it's the
hard
same
choice.
too. It's the same too. Because let me tell you something. That goes back to what I just said. You're going to be a miserable person if you allow other people to run your life. I don't care if they seem like they have good intentions, but when it comes to the point that you're disrespecting people, you're asking them personal questions, you're nitpicking with them, you're prying in their business, you're going too far. How is this person going to ever have a vital relationship with another human being if you're always meddling? And that's when that person has to step up and say, I thank you for being concerned, but back off. I got this. I got this.
Most definitely, I think that's a very good topic. I have a lot of friends that run into the one with the adult children that
Yes.
tend to mess up the relationship. If they
Yes.
start off good, but then
Yes.
end up
Yeah.
down
And
the
I've heard of that.
drain.
I met an older man like that. He was older. Air Force One, you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. I had a neighbor once. This man was older. He was probably like in his 70s.
Oh my goodness.
Probably near 80. He had moved from Chattanooga to Knoxville for a woman.
Okay.
They got together. He moved in with her. But next thing you know, it wasn't working out because she was letting her grandchildren or whomever run over this elderly man. And he said, I'm too old for this. I didn't move my life to move in with her to another city, set up shop with her, to have her favor her grandchildren and disrespect me. And he said, I'm not going to live in my own house where you will let your grandchild come in and turn the damn channel that I am watching and act like it's nothing. So that old man got his good Kroger bag.
There you go, Kroger bag.
And moved and got his own apartment. That to me was so sad because it's wrong no matter what the age is. But to have a man elderly pack up his stuff and move in with you and you just let the people in the house take over to where the man is sitting here watching TV and the kid just comes and flips the whole damn channel and he looking at the kid like, hey, I'm watching that. And they're looking at him like, and so, and then you tell your wife, hey, get your kid, get your grandkid. And she like, what's the problem? Oh, I'm like him. You know what, Susie, you got this.
You mean to tell me that guy like
she rolled a die. She rolled with the kid, changing the channel and act like it was nothing. And I thought, you know what, old lady, you're gonna be an old miserable bat by yourself because you letting some little children overrun your relationship with your husband. That's your husband. You married him.
Right.
And he paying bills at your house. So you don't let nobody come in and change no damn channel, whether they 6 years old or they 26 years old. That's just blatant disrespect. Blatant disrespect.
I feel that way too.
Well, Crystal, we understand that, but guess what? Your kids don't want you telling them who they can date. See, that's what I don't understand about children. You want to tell your mom and daddy what they should do, but you don't want nobody in your business. You wouldn't want nobody telling you that, hey, you got a messed up baby daddy, baby mama. Same game. You shouldn't tell your parents what they should do. Now, if you see that somebody's mistreating your mom and daddy, that's different. That's totally different. But you do got some meddlesome relatives, meddlesome friends, and I'm telling you, nobody's going to want to be with you if you allow other people to meddle in your relationship. You're going to always be alone. I don't give a damn how nice you are. If you don't have a backbone to tell people, hey, this is my relationship, I'm happy, they treat me well, you're going to be alone because that is the worst feeling is to be out here in the world trying to date somebody and you got meddlesome relatives that's all in your business. Y'all have a function, they talking crazy to the person, or they ask them all kind
I've
of
seen
crazy
that.
questions and stuff. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that.
I don't seen good people get run off from family members just
Well, that's what I'm
speaking
saying. Yeah. Patty, you're not connected.
Nay. I
Yeah.
would like to say that kids don't run nothing, but I seen literal grown kids run off great
Well,
men.
but the parent allowed that. Let me tell you something. It's the old saying: you teach people how to treat you.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
So you can't really say his mama ran her off, the brother ran them off, the sister ran them off. No, you let them run them off. Because you can't do no more than what I allow you to do.
Right.
And that's just common sense. You allow some people to intervene in your relationship. You can't just put it off and say, my mother did this, she's a mean lady, and she talked bad about my girlfriend, my wife. You allowed that. You allowed that. You sat by and you didn't go to toe-to-toe for your girlfriend or your wife or whatever. You allowed that. So I always say, if you see the signs while you're dating, run like hell.
Right.
I ain't trying to fix you. I ain't trying to fix you, your mama, and all that old kind of stuff. I'm not trying to fix you. You like people meddling, and then too, you got people that like to double back. They like to go run tail stuff and stir up stuff, then come back and play victim. See, a lot of people don't think about that. When you run and telling your business, like I said, and then
Shut up.
you get back in good with them. Some people still own that stuff you was running and telling.
That would be me.
Oh God.
That would be me. I'm one of the ones you don't came and told me he was cheating with Lily Bell on Saturday night, and on Sunday y'all done went before the altar and got back together and the Lord spoke to you. You know, like Derrick Jackson them. I'm still on Saturday night.
Well, that's why I said, that's why they tell you have to be careful what you tell people, because it's normal for us to still be feeling some type of way about something negative, especially if you're talking about physical abuse, verbal abuse, you taking money, stealing money or something, you know, you with a drug addict or something, and then you will tell me you back with somebody that just stole your lawnmower or went in your bank account and did
I'm
something.
going on mute, not to lawnmower. I
I'm
know
that
how
type.
it is.
Well, you like it, I love it. Don't come to me telling me nothing about what Pookie did, and Pookie stole your checkbook, and you had to go find him in the dope house and the trap house. We ain't gonna never have no conversation. I ain't gonna listen to none of that talk, no way.
I'ma call you and tell you
Yeah,
Night
but people
Owl
do it all
up,
the time. People do it
stole
all
the
the time.
lawnmower,
People talk all
and
the time.
I said, and y'all expect people like me to say, girl, that's all right. He done stole your checkbook and took the food out your house, and
Yeah,
here I
well,
am giving you food, and now you want me to receive him back and tell me he
well,
went to one day
and
of
it
therapy.
happens all the time. And it happens all the time. And that's what I'm saying. You can also invite the drama by running to people, telling your business, and then cry wolf and then run back to that person. And then you are teeter-tottering. You know, you own the day with your mate, and then you off, then you go running your mammy and your daddy and your sister, and you cry to them. Now everybody hate him today. Then you go back to him, lay back in the bed with him and or her. See, it's very dangerous.
I don't see it where the whole family has jumped people because of stuff you go run back and tell. That's
Yeah,
why I
what
said that's a dangerous game.
and that's what my daddy always said, that I'm not going to intervene in something that possibly you will go back to that person. Because what is the purpose of me doing something to him and then next day, 2 days later, you're back with him?
You like having raccoon eyes, so I'm gonna let you keep them.
Lord,
See,
Air
too
Force, you
many,
hear her?
too many raccoon. Look, I've seen too many dating
I
lines
can't
where the
with them.
family is gonna rescue the woman. She up there getting raccoon eye. Dude come around, they gonna mess him up. And next thing you know, she on there defending him.
Yeah, well,
But
and
he
they do
done
that.
whooped her.
That's what I'm saying. See, that's why you have to be careful getting involved in people's business. And
I
they
let you
run into
keep
you
them.
with their problems because guess what? The average person goes back to the person that they're talking bad about.
Yep. I've seen folks
And then
get jumped.
it becomes just cat and mouse. Every other day is something to where now you're sick of listening to them. Like, you know what, you like that. So what you do is you tell them, we're friends, we're family, whatever, but just don't
Pussy,
call
you
me
a
with your
fool.
problems. And that's how you end it. Just don't call me. Don't tell
That's
me
what
nothing.
I did. Because
Tell
when
me
I
that.
seen Dateline where families got involved because one spouse said that one spouse is doing something and then they plot
Yeah,
to take them out and stuff.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
no,
yeah,
oh
yeah,
no, oh no. Mm-mm.
yeah.
Y'all keep that over there. So you have to show me you ready to leave. You got to do
Oh
police
yeah, yeah, yeah.
reports, escape plans, all kind of stuff for me. And even then, I'm gonna tell you to let the law handle
Air
that.
Force, what you laughing at?
Cause ain't no sense in all us, getting up, going to the cemetery together. That's how I think. Ain't no
I ain't
sense in
going.
all
Look,
us going.
I ain't going to the cemetery with you.
I mean, cause you picked that person.
You going with
I
look.
don't
You look.
condone it.
Look, Air Force. You go
Yeah.
put your skates on. I hollers at you.
That's
Yeah,
what
I
I
can't
heard her
come
say.
through.
She can put her skates on and her skateboard.
Queen, look. Queen got bad knees. She ain't getting no skate or no
I'm
skateboard.
too old for that. I'm like Miss Millie.
Queen
What
can't
happened?
ride with you.
Y'all'll be like
I'm sorry.
y'all'll be like Celia and Mister before I come help you.
I can.
And y'all see how old Celia was
Ah,
at the end before she got
please
away
stop.
from Mister.
Mm,
That's
that's
the
just
truth.
something I don't do. I don't get involved in none of that type of. He said, and
Um,
he did this to me because I already know that 9 times out of 10 you'll stay with him. So, like you said, you don't need to get your blood pressure all up. You get your blood pressure up maybe one time, but then when you see they back with him, it's a wrap. You tell them, hey,
Yeah.
don't talk about him to me or her, and we cool. We copacetic. Not a problem. Just don't mention any name to me. Y'all having some personal issues? Don't tell me nothing that's going on. And that's how you leave it. You leave it at that. Just
Yeah.
tell them, don't tell me nothing.
don't sign language me. Don't write me no letters, no emails, no IM, no DM, no nothing. Cause see, once I know, I feel like I'm a part of it. I say go to the police if it's anything like that. Cause when family get involved, I've seen families jump on men
Yeah.
and jump on women,
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
because.
that's them gangster families.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm telling you. I've seen, and then the bad part, the person that went told all the family members, they still end up with the person that found
That's that.
dead.
Look, that's them
Mm-hmm.
Shamikas and Laquan's family. We don't do them.
Them the kind of family members I'm so keen to look
I ain't
quick. All of them.
them the ones that need an agent for a reality show. No, thank you.
Right.
We don't need.
The-
No, thank you.
we
No, thank you.
we've seen videos enough time on World Star where families have jumped on somebody because Lamont hit me in the eye. They go over there and almost kill Lamont. Come to find out you and Lamont like hitting each other in the eye and have a raccoon eye. That's a waste of
Night out.
time.
Please stop.
You know that's the truth.
Well,
Mutual
I
comment.
ain't engaged into none of that type of foolishness. Amen. None of that. Because I ain't with all that rodeo style. Everybody piling up in the car, putting their good wig on to go beat somebody up. No.
Vaseline on your face. Yes, ma'am. That's how it goes.
Put the wig on. Wait a minute, Air Force. Put the wig on to go then step outside and pull the wig off to fight. No, thank you. That's okay.
Right? Got your shoes off in the middle of a
Yeah,
good
all that.
smooth street and
Earrings
rocks
off.
under your
Yeah, you
feet.
know black folks love to put earrings off. No, thank you.
Vaseline and pull the wig back in the ponytail. Y'all will be having
Hey,
folks
hey.
get messed up. And
Woo. Don't worry
you
about it,
know
Patty. Well,
that y'all gonna be together Monday.
look, no, they're gonna be together that night. Even when you get after you call the bail bondsman, they lay in the bed later by isolation.
And you sitting there with bruises, scratch,
Cause you sure
bitten
heard
lip.
that. He went to jail and da 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 and I gotta get a bail bondsman. He just beat you to sleep. And you go play for the bail bondsman. Okay.
That's
No,
why I don't get in
no,
there. But I've
I
seen
don't
it.
believe
And
that.
I felt bad for people that
Hey,
have
hey,
told
but
That's a
me.
look,
good that's a good topic right there.
yeah, but
But
look, they got put their wig back on, so they got to go get some Gaga glue glue.
Air Force. Yeah, it's time for you to go to bed. You up too late. I can't stop.
do you see
Don't
what
start
Burrow
that.
wrote?
Don't you start that glue stuff tonight. I can't say
Do you
I
see what
won't say. Okay.
Burrow Crutch wrote?
Y'all see. I thank y'all for joining me tonight. I don't know if I'm coming back on. I have to have a topic if I do.
You just had one. You just said that was a good
No, y'all
topic.
didn't mention 3 different topics, girl.
Just pick one because all
Pick
of them
one.
good that I can relate to.
Well, which one? The adult meddling children or the if she stays with the abusive man, what? Or the other one you mentioned? You mentioned another one, Night Owl.
Go ahead, Night Owl.
Trying to see what. Oh, when I said, would you stay with the maid if the
The
in-laws
Madison
didn't?
family. Or
Yeah,
they get along with them.
we're
Because that
gonna do.
could be open-ended. Because that's what, it could be they nice. You just don't rock with them. That's why I say it's open-ended. I don't know how to word it because I don't know which one to choose about that. So
Well, what about the women that stay with the abusive men?
that's a very good one.
Yeah, see, because I want to get on that with the folks that call me with that
Look at Crystal at work.
nonsense.
Don't y'all get my baby fired from her job.
Oh, I'm sorry, Crystal.
And y'all know y'all like raccoon ass. Like, we got to stop.
What do you
putting
think
some of
about
this
that
on the
topic,
table.
Air Force One?
Whatever topic you and Night Owl have,
That's a good one.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because I'm gonna bring up these folks that like raccoon ass, but they'll call you
Yeah.
to put your name on that good bond. No, ma'am.
Oh my God. She said, God, Barrel Crush. Wow. Jeez.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna log out of here and come back.
Okay.
Okay. I thank you all for joining me. This is Beverly's Saturday Night Vibes. I'd like to thank the people who came on the panel. Thank you all for chatting with us, joining us. Join us for live number 3 here shortly. God bless all of you. Stay safe. Happy Easter to all of you. Have a wonderful weekend. This is Queen. Talk to you guys in a minute. Thanks a lot.